Up the line, standing by for the Qipco Champion Stakes of 2025, and they're away. Almaqam switched in behind early. Devil's Advocate kept very wide. Mount Kilimanjaro also going forward in the dark blue. The pack are headed by Fox Legacy, Delacroix and First Look. Then on the inside, Yellow Jacket Almaqam as the pacemakers track across. Ombudsman is held up towards the back behind Calandagan, and then Economics on the inside. Prague is on the inside of Almaqam. First Look in the red cap out wide as they go into Swinley Bottom, and it's Mount Kilimanjaro from Devil's Advocate. In third is Almaqam, then Fox Legacy. They're followed then on the inside by Prague, and then First Look, and then Almaqam on the inside. Economics just looked a little short of room perhaps around there. Delacroix just ahead of him now from Calandagan, and Ombudsman, who must be 12 lengths behind the leaders, is last of all. They're already heading towards the final 5 furlongs, and the 2 pacemakers are now set alight. Mount Kilimanjaro and Devil's Advocate. They go 5 lengths clear of Almaqam in second. Prague is back in fourth, then Fox Legacy. First Look, a gap then to Almaqam, and then Delacroix, and then behind these is Calandagan. Also Economics on the inside, and Ombudsman still looking on from last place, and they're now beginning the turn into the home straight, and Devil's Advocate goes up past the second horse, Mount Kilimanjaro. 4 or 5 lengths then to Almaqam in third. Prague, they're well strung out. Surely these leaders will stop quickly. Fox Legacy peeling out wide. Calandagan, also Ombudsman on the extreme right. Delacroix not getting a good run. First Look runs on well. They head now inside the final 2. Almaqam, Calandagan picking up well with Ombudsman down the near side. These 2 going on. Delacroix's got 3 lengths to make up. It's up in front, Calandagan, a length and a half. Ombudsman trying to get him, but the French horse is remorseless. The King George winner, Calandagan, wins at Ascot in the Qipco Champion Stakes. One of the great horses in Europe. In second, Ombudsman, Almaqam third, and Delacroix in fourth.
Mickael, that was something very, very special. You must be absolutely buzzing after that.
Yeah, exactly. It was a tough race, and actually, I'm very proud of Calandagan to be able to show his best again today against Delacroix and Ombudsman. It wasn't easy before, and no, he proved he's the best today.
This horse has a stunning burst of acceleration, and you rode him cold again as always. Were you aware that Ombudsman was behind you?
Yeah, I knew I was Delacroix in front of me and Ombudsman behind me, and actually when I saw Delacroix struggling to really maintain the gallop, I thought, okay, that's my turn to do my job. And actually when I asked him to find his action, he picked up very well, and I could feel Ombudsman coming beside me, but no, I have a lot again in my tank.
And not only does he quicken up, Mickael, he sustains that gallop all the way, doesn't he? He stays very well.
Yeah, exactly. Like I mentioned, once he finds his rhythm, he's a very powerful horse.
Yeah. You've had an amazing October, arc with Darius, and now the Champion Stakes here with this 4-year-old. Doesn't get much better.
No, exactly. It's not going to be happening every year, so we're going to enter that one a lot.
Having said that, you know, this boy is a gelding. If he stays sound, he could come back here in 12 months' time for another go at the race.
Hopefully.
Listen, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Francis, what a sensational performance by Calandagan. We're all blown away by that. How does it feel for you?
I love watching this. Really, it's a thrill. You're always a little bit stressed when you compete in these races like that. You don't want to look like a fool, but he's a talented horse. I was worried about the tactic of the race and where we will find ourselves during the running, but he's getting in stronger and stronger. He loves his game, so when he started to stride in the straight, and Ombudsman was trying to challenge him, he was not catchable.
He's an amazing turn of foot, hasn't he? And he sustains it all the way to the line. He's so strong.
He is, and on ground like that, I think he's maturing, and we know him well. His jockeys knows him well. We have a lot of confidence in him, and he's a very good horse.
You've got a lot of nice horses at the moment. I mean, obviously a couple of weeks ago, Darius was fabulous. Today is another special day. What a year.
the season has been incredible, and we were saying with Mickael Barzalona on the podium that it's going to be tough next year because we start to enjoy being on a podium, you know. Yeah, but look, we have been blessed with very nice horses. The team at home works really hard, and everything. The planets were aligned this year, so it all worked well. So next year we will do the same job, and hopefully we will be luckier again.
Well, I hope so. I hope that Calandagan we see him for many, many more years, being a gelding, of course. And of course, you mentioned that you prepared Darius's arc run with the help of Calandagan.
I needed Calandagan to be fit for today, and I needed in my gallop I needed like a good horse to take on Darius a little bit, and so the two horses finished strongly together. It was interesting because Calandagan was laughing. In the morning, everything is easy for him. So, looking back, it was a gallop with a winner and a Champion Stakes winner. So it's fabulous.
Enjoy these golden moments, Francis, and many congratulations.
I might retire at the end of the year. It would make my life easier. Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
One of the great horses in Europe, one of the great turf horses in the world, particularly over middle distances. Calandagan has won the Champion Stakes, and he's won it good looking in the silks of the Aga Khan, the late Aga Khan and Princess Sarah. For Francis Graffard, his 12th Group 1 winner in Europe this season. Another big win for Mickael Barzalona. It's the ARC-winning team back in business on another big weekend. Ombudsman in second, Delacroix in third. It all makes sense at last, and Calandagan is first among equals. This gelding who was an unlucky second last year, he's won his last three. He's a top-notcher, all right.
And it looked the race of the season coming into it. I think it's produced the race of the season, arguably the performance of the season. I think probably the performance of the season from Calandagan to come and do this to Ombudsman and Delacroix, who finished fourth in the end. That
did he?
Finish just confirmed. That's what I was hesitating for. Almaqam confirmed back in third position. He's run really well. But the race teed up nicely. They've gone a strong gallop. The pacemakers, the pair of them, went head to head. They've started to really up the tempo at halfway and get the field stretched. Calandagan sat second last, Ombudsman was last, but there's no excuses for Ombudsman. He's got nothing more to give late on. Calandagan got his way to the front comfortably and then surged inside that final furlong. I think this is a career best performance from a horse that's now won 3 straight Group 1s, having hit the crossbar 4 times before he got his first.
Yeah, this is a huge performance from Calandagan. He settled nicely, and William Buick had him to track through on Ombudsman. Neither of them was brilliantly drawn. They were last and second last. The pacemakers cracked on. Almaqam did much the best of those, positioned toward the fore. He's had a lovely sit, really, at the head of the chasing posse.
And to mix it with these horses is a massive effort from Almaqam. I think he's the one that came into this with an official rating of 117, but look at the distance back to the 115 rated first look, who'd been supplemented, arrived in tip-top form himself, and you've got to think that Almaqam has overachieved on that rating of 117 today, and that'll be bumped right up and produced a career best in defeat this afternoon. Particularly the way the race has developed, as you say. Yes, he sits back off the pacemakers, but that tempo mid-race was strong. The principles come from the back, and he's always been in the heat of the race in terms of the main pack.
12 Group 1 wins for Francis Graffard this season, and with 10 different individual horses. This horse responsible for 3 of them, the only multiple Group 1 winner.
Yeah, an amazing year, and it's a coming force, isn't it, the Graffard yard, and has been for a few years now, but this was one of the best, certainly, that we've seen in the UK. I would venture to say probably the signature performance of the British season, really, with what Calandagan's produced. And it's not just this performance. He's got a whole body of work to go with it, from the defeat of Kalpana that we've seen already, Frank, this afternoon. He was able to stretch out, wasn't he, down the middle of the track. Things opened up nicely for him. Delacroix met a little bit of trouble, but ultimately, look, it suggests that he's a little bit behind the others, doesn't it, really? As much as he did well to win the Eclipse, he's run very well. He possibly could have finished third, but no excuses, really, in terms of not winning the race.
What else can I tell you? Economics has run a respectable race on his first run back for a year. He's just stayed on into midfield, but he's looked willing in so doing, and this will have blown the cobwebs away if there is something else for him, provided he comes out of it okay.
I think he's run a good, honest race. nice to see him finishing a little bit, isn't it? It's not back anywhere near where he was at his peak last year, but how could we expect him to be, really? Nice view of them quickening down the outside, and Ombudsman's trying to go and get on the tail of Calandagan, but he just can't get there. He's just not quite up to it. He's got every chance of picking up down the outside and making a race of it, but Calandagan, strong stayer that he is over the 1.25 miles, he just keeps pouring it on inside that firm and fell.
Oh, what a season it's been for the Aga Khan Studs, and you know how beautifully the baton has been handed from one generation to the next, and they want to campaign their horses aggressively and ambitiously, and maybe with a slight international emphasis as well. The Japan Cup's been talked about for this horse. Well, if they want to go there, we're actually going to send a European horse with a proper chance.
Oh, absolutely. He'd have a chance in any middle distance race really around the world on turf anyway, wouldn't he? Without a shadow of doubt. He's a serious talent, and as I say, I'm pretty sure that the ratings men will be pumping that 125 up a little bit and making this a personal best from Calandagan.
We were giving him crits for his resolution, weren't we, after the Coronation Cup, this horse?
Look, a little bit. I don't think I was there that day, but it was...
I'll hold my hands up. But also more than happy to concede
I think
what he's good at.
In hindsight, the track maybe isn't ideal. He could win at Epsom, but I don't think it's optimum for him.
Look, we've seen a Champion Stakes won by a proper racehorse, but a very good one in second as well. John and Thady Gosden will be very proud of Ombudsman.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.